Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Black Mirror 3.
Willow Creek's Museum of Local History. A valuable hoard of English cultural history.
Ale zapewne do środka wejść się nie da, aczkolwiek jest ikonka, że możemy. Jestem ciekaw, czy dalej pracuje tam Bobby?
There's a poster hanging here. We're rebuilding for you. Soon will be even more spectacular. Experience the horror up close and personal. Reopening on the 1st of December. That's in a few days' time.
Ponowne otwarcie 1 grudnia.
I'd just like to see my file before I leave the village.
Czyli wiemy, jaką mamy porę roku. Nie możemy opuścić miasteczka. No dobrze. Możemy też udać się do lasu, ale chciałbym to wykonać później. Najpierw musiałbym zdobyć w jakiś sposób akta. Mamy też kawiarnię. Co ciekawe, możemy do niej wejść. W poprzednim odcinku tylko na nią kliknąłem, ale nie sprawdziłem, czy da się wejść do środka. Denis.
Flower vase or coffee cup? Probably both. This is the best seat in the house, with a view of the village square. Unbelievably thrilling. You can watch the moss growing between the paving stones. They look really pathetic, but still better than cheap plastic ones.
Dobra. Mamy też jakieś zdjęcia. W sumie najpierw rozejrzę się po lokalu, a dopiero na samym końcu pogadam z Denis.
Photos of parties here in the cafe. I really didn't think they celebrated anything here in Willow Creek. I think the door leads into the storeroom. At least that's what this sign suggests. I wouldn't know what I'm supposed to look for in there.
Nie możemy tam wejść.
Coffee culture is spreading. Mild beans and double roasted. Is Willow Creek ready for this? The sugar's empty.
Spójrzmy na menu, co takiego dobrego tutaj podają.
Coffee in all its guises, from mocha to Irish coffee. The list of teas is still twice as long, though.
Wszędzie mówią o kawie, ja też chętnie napiłbym się kawy, tym bardziej, że jest niedzielne popołudnie.
Shame. No donuts left.
Kolejne zdjątka.
Kinda weird. Lots of the people in the photos have been murdered. Now here's something quite different. It's a nice contrast to the rest of medieval Willow Creek. At last, a ray of sunshine. I was beginning to think there were only gross-looking guys with alcohol problems living in this dump. Hi,
I know. I recognize you from the newspaper.
And you're not gonna run away screaming?
I'd have a lot of running to do if I ran away from every weirdo in this dump.
You really like living here, huh?
Okej. Pączki. Denis. Kawiarnia. Willow Creek.
Are you out of donuts?
No, there are some in the storeroom, but they're reserved for the nice inspector. He buys them here every morning.
Of course. And what if I want one too?
Then bake one yourself.
No tak, musisz sam sobie upiec. Pojawiła się nowa opcja, kawa. Inspektor Spooner.
When does the inspector usually come in?
He should have been here to pick up his donuts ages ago. He's probably been delayed by the scum of the earth. Again.
Phew, nice description.
That's what Conrad calls his clientele, not me.
Conrad?
Conrad Spooner. That's what the inspector's called. Didn't you know?
Inspektor Spooner.
I didn't know that donuts was so popular in England.
I don't know, but I do know that Spooner loves them. Just as much as those cops in American TV shows.
And what does the dear inspector do when there aren't any donuts left?
He always gets what he wants. If need be, I bake him some.
Dlaczego Spooner ma takie względy u Denise?
By the way, I'm Darren. Or Adrian Gordon. Take your pick.
I'm Denise, or the one who's got no time for insane arsonists. Take your pick.
Wow. I think I prefer Denise.
All right then, Darren.
So, what's a young woman like you doing in a place like this? Not one for city living?
Hell yeah. I'm just waiting for the right moment.
You mean when the twice-yearly bus to London stops here?
Something like that.
Kawiarnia.
Has this cafe been here long? I've never noticed it before.
We were closed during the fair this year.
Is it even worth having a cafe here in the village?
You'll have to ask my dad, it's his cafe. Why do you ask? Do you want to open one too?
Yeah, sure. Right next door. A Black Mere special cafe with ritual blood cappuccino and latte morbidato.
Good idea. Could have come from Murray.
Nie, to jest nasz pomysł.
Has anything exciting happened recently?
Apart from the fire at the castle? Wait a minute. Yeah, the espresso machine broke down.
I'd like a coffee, black.
Coming up.
Dobra, może to będzie nasza szansa, żeby wejść do magazynku. Denise jest zajęta.
Okay, I've got to come up with something that's gonna make Spooner hang out here in the cafe for a while.
Półka. Ale zobaczcie, jaka waga sklepowa. Taka stara, jak za czasów PRL-u.
A shelf full of stock for the cafe. What have we got here? Coffee, tea, juice, milk. Ah, and a package of donuts.
Gdzie? Nie widzę. O, tutaj.
Those have to be the donuts specially reserved for Spooner. Donuts. Basic nutrition for cops like Spooner.
Ale co z tym w takim razie musimy zrobić? Zamrozić?
A high-performance chest freezer with a glass lid. Not a lot in it. A pack of tart bases. Oh, and a box of ice cream. Mint and chocolate. The seal is in really bad shape. If it gets wet, you probably wouldn't be able to get the chest open anymore.
A, ciekawe, jak dostanie się tam woda. My mamy gąbkę, tylko gąbka chyba nie jest nasączona wodą. Spróbujmy zamrozić pączki.
I'll put the box of donuts in a nice visible spot in the freezer. I don't think that the frozen sponge would help me all that much. We're gonna have frozen donuts here soon. Begging the question, how's that gonna help me?
No właśnie.
There are things like coffee, tea, juice, and milk on the shelf.
Kubek z wodą. A, rozumiem. Czyli tak jak powiedziałem, musimy namoczyć gąbkę w wodzie i dopiero użyć jej na zamrażarce. Uszczelka przymarznie i pączek nie da się wyciągnąć.
The sponge is dripping now. I don't want to be carrying it around with me for too long. Could get rather unpleasant. I'll wet the ceiling rubbers with the wet sponge. If you close the freezer now, the water will freeze and it'll be almost impossible to open it again without defrosting the whole thing. Farewell, you donuts. Nobody's gonna be getting you out of there in a hurry. Now that ought to slow down the inspector's donut order somewhat.
Dobra, możemy udać się na posterunek policji i przejrzeć akta.
Another one of these flat days today. I could really do with something to lift me up a little.
Edward could come along at any time. Better if we wait till this evening.
Solid Edward. Give me a couple of donuts at least.
Yeah, sure. I'll get you some.
Czyli tak jak mówiłem, inspektor ma romans z Denise. Jeszcze grzebie w tyłku. Ach.
Conrad, your donuts seem to have ended up in the freezer.
Yeah? They can't you bung them in the oven for a bit?
The problem is, the lid's frozen solid.
Ah, I get it. You want me to help you warm up your frozen chest?
I think those two are gonna be busy for a while.
Ale ktoś wchodzi do kawiarni. Może ich przyłapać na gorącym uczynku. Dobra, w każdym bądź razie udajmy się na posterunek policji i postarajmy się zdobyć akta, o które prosił adwokat. Akta znajdują się pewnie w jakiejś z szafek.
Constable Zach seems okay. Plays by the letter of the law and all that.
Posterunkowy Zak.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Przesłuchania. Angelina. Akta policyjne. Inspektor Spooner oraz Darren.
How involved were you in the investigation of my case?
I searched the sewer system and the bunker.
And you didn't find any clues?
No.
That just can't be true.
It's bloody dark down there, Mr. Michaels, and full of rats. Not for the faint-hearted.
Is there anything new on the kidnapping? Have you spoken to Tom, Bobby, or the kid in Wales?
According to the statement, Tom was at Alton Towers with Bobby at the time.
And you don't find it a little bit strange that those two went to a theme park?
The only strange thing was that Bobby was in hospital for 2 days afterwards with concussion. But we've got a medical certificate that proves that.
And what if Tom was lying?
We can't prove it. He had 2 tickets for the theme park and the paperwork from the hospital.
Damn. And the boy?
There's no one called Van Helsing in Wales.
Angelina.
How long are you gonna look for Angelina?
She'll be deemed missing until we find her.
Even if she's long since dead?
We haven't found a body yet, Mr. Michaels.
Can you make a copy of my file and send it to my lawyer?
Didn't he get one ages ago?
He, wants to have the current version for the embassy.
Not possible.
Something wrong?
I'd forgotten. The copier gave up the ghost a few weeks back, but there's a new one on order.
Are you being serious?
It's not so bad. I've so little to do here, I could type up most of the documents.
I understand. So, would you be so kind as to type my file?
No.
And what if I fix that thing?
All right then. You go and see what you can do with it.
Będziemy naprawiać kserokopiarkę. Okej.
Spooner, your inspector, is he always so nice?
I don't know. He was in the homicide department in London until half a year ago. Then, he got redeployed here as a punishment.
That explains a lot.
Since then, he's tried everything to get back out of here. He locks people up for the smallest of misdemeanors. Good for the statistics, you see.
And you can't do anything about it?
What does a bear do about the winter? He rolls himself up and sleeps until the spring comes.
Do you believe I set fire to the castle?
Well, Mr. Michaels, you claim to be Samuel Gordon's son, and you were at the scene of the crime with a smoldering torch in your hand.
I had that to defend myself with.
Against the mysterious secret order that nobody knows about and nobody's seen?
It's mentioned in the Gordon Chronicles.
500 years ago.
Forget it.
And then there was the thing with poor Miss Valley, right? We found your tracks at the scene of the crime.
I told you, forget it. Goodbye, Constable.
Dobra, gdzie w takim razie jest ta kserokopiarka? Tutaj.
It can't be that difficult to fix a copier. I studied it once. Well, kind of. What if we got here? The fuse has blown. Switch to turn it on, and you press the green button to copy. If I twist and connect the wires that work, it should be able to copy again.
Mamy pierwszą łamigłówkę. Okej, nic się nie dzieje. Dobra, podejrzewam, że musimy zrobić obejście. To miejsce jest spalone. Gdybyśmy zrobili to w ten sposób... I co dalej? Z czym byśmy mogli połączyć to? Dobra. Chyba, że te są spalone. Muszę je odłożyć na bok. Powinienem używać tylko tych dobrych. No, coś jakby się działo. To byśmy mogli jeszcze połączyć ze sobą. Nie? Nic się nie dzieje? Pyk. To jest połączone z tym. Ale patrzcie, no niby działa. A, nie. Nie chcę tego używać. Zastanówmy się dokładnie, w jaki sposób zrobić obejście. No bo tak, to mamy połączone z tym, czyli to prawidłowo działa. Pyk, pyk. Idzie do tego. Tutaj nie mamy tego połączonego. Ale czy ma to jakiekolwiek znaczenie? Wydaje mi się, że ta dioda musi się zapalić. Dobra, będziemy kombinować. Nie? To też nie działa. I to też nie działa. No bo tak, tutaj mamy ewidentnie dobrze podłączone. Tu wydaje mi się, że też mamy to dobrze podłączone. Chyba, że to jeszcze musi być z tym podłączone. Bo nic się nie dzieje. A, chyba się udało.
That should do it.
Dobra, może nie była to trudna zagadka, ale było trzeba zrozumieć, jak działa ten obieg.
I guess those are the keys to the cells. Apart from the fact that everyone here would notice if I took them, my cell is open.
Kluczy do celi nie potrzebujemy. Pogadajmy z Zakiem. Powiedzmy, że naprawiliśmy kserokopiarkę.
Can I ask you something briefly? The copier is working again. Now can you copy my file?
Sure. Then I'll send the copy to your lawyer. The copy of your file?
Then I can send it myself.
The inspector insists that no files can leave the building without authorization.
I see. Damn. Constable,
Mm-hmm.
When does the mail go? My lawyer needs the file as soon as possible.
I'll post it later on. It ought to be collected this afternoon.
Thanks. Goodbye, Constable.
Do skrzynki na listy, która znajduje się na zewnątrz. Czyli będziemy musieli wykombinować coś, żeby tą pocztę przejąć.
Okay, this is my last chance to get my hands on the file. I somehow need to stop the letter from vanishing irretrievably into the mailbag.
Coś byśmy mogli tutaj podłożyć. Może beczkę?
A barrel. It says Willow Creek Corner Shop on it.
Jednak nie. Co mówi mi nasz notatnik? Zepsuta kserokopiarka. Kserokopiarka już działa, ale sam chce wykonać kopię akt. Potem wrzuci je do skrzynki na listy. Może uda mi się jakoś przechwycić przesyłkę. No dobra. Ale w jaki sposób mógłbym to wykonać? Potrzebowałbym jakiegoś przedmiotu. Patrzcie, mamy długopis.
A piece of thin board. Ah, it's a menu. They probably don't need it anymore.
Jadłospis. Dlaczego ja pomyślałem, że długopis? Źle przeczytałem. Ale możemy go połączyć ze skrzynką na listy.
The board is just the right size. To go straight on top of the mailbag so that when the constable posts the letter, I can easily pull it out again.
Dobra, teraz musimy się gdzieś schować i poczekać, aż Zak wyjdzie i wrzuci listy. Myślę, że nie będzie problemu, żeby to przechwycić. A te kobitki cały czas tutaj siedzą i gadają.
It worked. Let's see what's in here. Friday afternoon, 12:30. Oh, they must have discovered the body then. The time of death for Miss Valley was the previous evening, Thursday, between 10 and midnight. Cause of death, burned alive after a blow to the back of the head. Grim. Witness interviews. Let's see. Not important. Saw nothing. It continues. Friday, 1837. Emergency services called out. At that time, I was in the ruins of the old academy with Angelina, Lewis, and my mother. Then, Saturday, 12:06 a.m. Fire under control. At that time, I was running from the ruins in the direction of the castle. 3 bodies were retrieved. Lady Eleanor Gordon, Edward Bartholomew Bates, the butler, and Sally Wood, the cook. 1 survivor, Lady Victoria Gordon, suffering from severe smoke inhalation. Also on Saturday morning, 12:12 a.m., Darren Michaels arrested on suspicion of arson and murder of Miss Valley. Witness interviews on the subject unproductive, and Lady Victoria Gordon could not as yet be questioned. She remains in shock. After a 2-week period of hospitalization, was discharged of her own wishes to continue medical supervision at home. Hey, it says here that Murray can't remember having seen me in the hotel on Thursday evening. That can't be right. That was exactly when he threw me out of the hotel. Oh, the rat was lying. Just wait. Evidence still insufficient to charge, but strongly suspected of crime. Current state of the investigation. Darren Michaels' conduct, as well as his contradictory testimony, is currently being examined for plausibility by the psychiatric expert, Dr. Joyce Winterbottom. Here's a note to Constable Zach. If he's diagnosed as nuts, will he have to be remanded in a loony bin? Possible murder weapon, a torch, still smoldering. which was in Darren Michael's possession when apprehended. He is undergoing forensic examination. Deportation to USA not possible. Release of the suspect on bail on direction of the court. Dr. Winterbottom authorized as prime supervisory agent and point of referral. Good, and I've got 2 new goals already. Visit Victoria and see how she's doing, and let Murray know what I think. I'll write in the file so I don't forget. There are enough empty pages. I can stash the remains of my diary away with it as well.
Okej, skoro Lady Victoria żyje, prawdopodobnie ona wpłaciła za nas kaucję. Akta policyjne, w końcu wolny, zdobyte akta policyjne, zepsuta kserokopiarka. Fałszywe zeznania Mareja, Victoria. Jak Victoria sobie radzi? Jest całkiem sama w zamku bez Eleonory, bez Batesa, nikogo już nie ma. Może mógłbym jej jakoś pomóc, chciałbym tam zamieszkać i być blisko niej, tyle przynajmniej mógłbym zrobić. Fałszywe zeznania Mareja. Dlaczego Marej utrzymywał, że nie widział mnie w hotelu tamtejszej nocy, kiedy pani Malej została zamordowana? To nierówne kłamstwo. Wieczorem pytałem go nawet o godzinę. Muszę odkryć, jaki miał motyw, aby złożyć fałszywe zeznania. Ale teraz tak, gdzie powinniśmy się udać? Drogą do lasu? No tam jeszcze nie byliśmy. Chociaż? A dobra. Mogę udać się najpierw do hotelu. Ścieżka. Żwirowa droga. I kolejna droga. Gdzie mam się udać? Mamy rozwidlenie.
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Ale żwirową drogą już możemy iść. Ciekawe, gdzie dojdziemy.
That's actually a no parking sign. But I guess in this context it means stay out. A locked gate made of rotten planks. The barbed wire and the sign are nailed to the gate. That means you can open or close it from the other side without touching the barbed wire.
Wydeptana droga.
Aimlessly wander through the woods? No thanks. The last time I did that I got arrested for arson and murder.
A, doszliśmy do ruin. Ciekawe, czy Ralph jeszcze znajduje się w środku. Miejsce zbrodni.
I found Miss Valley's corpse here. Yes, right here. But there's no evidence of the crime to be seen. Next spring, lovers will be back here, looking out at the sea, arm in arm. Fine English cliffs, gray and steep. Perfect for bringing your life to an end. The spiral staircase is completely decayed. The lighthouse hasn't been used for ages.
Nie możemy wejść do środka.
An old, abandoned lighthouse. It must have collapsed many years ago.
Szkoda, myślałem, że jednak spotkamy tam Ralpha. No nic, wróćmy się w takim razie na ścieżkę. Ale podejrzewam, że kiedy pójdziemy nią prosto, dojdziemy do zamku. Dokładnie, do zamku. Niedokończona droga.
A busted signpost. You can hardly make out what he used to say. As long as I don't know where this path goes, I'd rather stay here. I don't have time for a leisurely walk. Blackmere Castle. My real family's home. Now I ought to go and see Victoria.
Wszystko zostało bez zmian.
A huge lump of stone. I'm no geologist, but it doesn't look like it grew here. It's apparently a survivor of the Bronze Age, like the things at Stonehenge. One of 3 nymphs that guard the castle and are supposed to provide light. Old Bates used to use the nymphs as a mnemonic device. In Greek mythology, nymphs often accompany superior divinities. They were seen as the benevolent spirits of trees, grottos, or important places. Well, that's my knowledge of nymphs pretty much exhausted.
Skrzynka na listy dalej jest, aczkolwiek zarośnięta. Pod skrzynką też coś leży, jakieś 2 przedmioty.
An empty letterbox. Looks like a few kids have had a party here. Bates would go bananas if he could see all this. The last time I was here, I was able to bust open the wrought iron gate. The lock looks way sturdier than it used to be. I'm not going to be able to get it open without a lot of hassle for sure. Oh, we've got a new doorbell with an intercom system.
Who's there?
My name's Adrian Gordon. I'd like to see Lady Victoria, please. Hello?
Come in, Mr. Gordon. Lady Victoria has just woken up.
Yes, of course.
Please excuse the chaos. The builders are working on the renovations.
You're looking after Lady Victoria?
Yes, I'm a trained nurse of your...
Great-grandmother.
I take care of all of your great-grandmother's needs.
Thank you, Miss.
Angelina. Sister Angelina.
Thank you, Sister Angelina. Can I just ask you something?
Lady Victoria.
How is Lady Victoria?
As well as can be expected. She's not speaking to me, unfortunately. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
Renowacja.
Do you think that being in the middle of a construction site is the right place for such an old lady?
Lady Victoria was most insistent that she be moved back into the castle. She said that she'd been born here and that she wanted to die here. And the walls here are rather thick. She doesn't hear that much. At least she hasn't complained as of yet. God, looks like a death chamber in here. I can feel a chill right to my heart. I can only hope Victoria gets better soon. Victoria, my great-grandmother, and the only member of my family I've got left.
Spróbujmy z nią porozmawiać.
Hello, Victoria? It's me, Adrian. Victoria, I need your help. Really. The police don't believe me. How can I make them understand that I'm Adrian Gordon when the name Darren Michaels is printed in my passport? Victoria, you're the only one who can help me. Please. Victoria, are you okay? Are you being well looked after? Did you put up the bail for me? I'm sorry about what happened to Bates, Eleanor, and Sally. It must be awful for you.
Adrian, tell me the truth. Was it you? Did you start the fire?
No, Victoria, it wasn't me. It was Lewis. He did what Angelina told him to do. She was behind all the murders. It was her who also lured me here because she needed me for, you know, the curse which only affects the male Gordons. She wanted to achieve what Samuel was trying to prevent. She was possessed by it. She lied to me, to all of us.
What's all that, Adrian? You sound like a coward. It wasn't me. It was Angelina. Why should I believe you? Why have you come here at all? Things were going well for you in America. If you'd only just stayed there, Bates would still be alive. Eleanor, Catherine, Miss Valley. You're too weak. You can't stand up to Mordred. His ghost rides you like a child rides a rocking horse. Since you've turned up, there's been nothing but calamity. Just disappear again, Adrian. Do me a favor and go back to where you came from before the other half of the castle goes up in flames.
What have you done to her?
Nothing at all. I've been talking with her, that's all.
You'd better go now. Your great-grandmother needs peace and quiet.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want that. I'm sorry.
Just go, please.
Okej, Lady Victoria też nam nie wierzy, że to nie my podłożyliśmy ogień. Ale znowu mieliśmy tą dziwną wizję. Prawie zabiliśmy naszą prababcię.
Now, it's not just everyone in the village that hates me. The only remaining member of my family, too. Real good job, Darren. If I wasn't already doing it, I'd be signing up for therapy right away.
Ale widzieliście to złowrogie spojrzenie Darrena. Klątwa coraz bardziej daje o sobie znać. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu zakończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę. Trzymajcie się, piona!